mode. Dynamic banter. Time to shut up and start the show.
Like the robot's getting impatient that you can't understand what he's saying. Robot dad in the back of a lift coming home from the airport. This is what I said our address is. I said, welcome to Dynamic Banter. Of course, a place where multiple sounds happen at once all the time. Steve, I went to Trump's birthday parade.
Oh, yeah?
Are you going to ask me how it was?
Did you do a man on the street piece?
I did many men on that street. I fucked a bunch in the bushes like it was Pride.
How do you initiate that?
I say, hey, man. I say, hey, MAGA, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, let's make America gay again. And I fuck a bunch of guys in the bushes. Welcome back. We're having a great day in the show. Happy birthday to my president.
Happy birthday.
As you know, we're in the middle of our poker get rich quick lottery scheme.
This is a big deal, dude.
Last week we won $40. We are 49,000 some away from quitting the show.
This is awesome.
You know how it works. Dealer has a hand. We scratch off one line of our hand per week. If we beat the dealer, we reveal the prize. Last week, we beat the dealer with what looks like one joker. Do you remember that?
I do, but doesn't the Joker mean nothing?
No, this time it means good.
Oh, that's right. We got $40.
We got $40.
Damn, that's tight.
So this is hand number 4, scratching off hand number 4. Obviously, the dealer's hand to beat is ace, ace, 8, 8. We're dealing with 2 pairs.
I'm the Joker, baby.
That's right. Our first card is a 2 of spades. Not looking good. Our second card is a 2 of diamonds. Third card is a queen of spades. No good. 8 of clubs. Jack. That's a loser. We had a real loser week.
Ah, shit.
Well, I'm a toilet boy for that. Steve, have you been having a good week?
You know, I had a no good. Yesterday was no good.
Do you want to talk about it?
I'm recovering from it.
Are you mad because you didn't get the invite to my president's birthday party and his toy truck parade?
I actually don't go to birthday parties anymore.
Okay.
I stopped going.
Your loss. More America great for me.
I know. I get it, but, cake's not for me. And I'm just going to be honest. I'm at an age now where honesty is probably the best way to just go about stuff. And I just don't like watching other people open presents that are for them.
Yeah, I get that.
James?
You didn't even like watching James open that empanada.
I hated it, dude. I hated it. I'm like, that's not for me.
The fuck?
It's okay to be a little selfish when it comes to birthday parties. Especially when there's presents involved.
Dude, when I was at Trump's party, I got sad that the tanks weren't waving to me or throwing
the tanks
candy.
Can wave?
Tanks can wave. Yeah, the gun goes like this.
How much money was spent on that fucking parade?
It's
I
like
need to know
132 million or something like that.
Can you,
Disrespect.
can you look that up?
Dude, that's like he took a bunch of our money that we just paid in taxes and he pissed cum into it. That's what that dude did with our money.
Mike,
And everyone's like, yeah.
So yesterday I was like, I don't know what happened actually. Like, sometimes you just end up having a upset stomach day.
Yeah.
And, I was actually thinking about this the other day. Like, diarrhea is something that happens to all of us.
Raise your hand if you've had diarrhea. James' hand is raised.
And but the stuck on the toilet, like the day is done.
Can't go nowhere.
Diarrhea is like kind of rare.
Yeah.
Like
40 million spent on the military parade.
fucking fucker, dude. Fuck
That's
that
somebody.
bitch.
Imagine 40 winners of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire just didn't happen.
This is a real victim.
I can't handle it, man. And so yesterday I was like, my stomach started to hurt, and I don't even know why.
You had some maybe food poison?
Well, but I can't imagine like from what, and like I wasn't eating anything that crazy. And actually lately, like, how are you with spicy stuff?
I love spicy stuff.
Me too. It's more of a recent thing. Because I've heard that you can kind of like build up your heat tolerance. And, you just add a little bit of hot stuff
Danny's
to
not
every
here,
meal.
Mrs. Tolerance.
Danny tolerance. And I just...
Habanero's like, I'm not gonna hurt you.
I've been building it up, man. I've been building up my tolerance.
Yeah.
And I'm actually like, fucking dude, I'll go through a bottle of sriracha.
You're a Mexican guy.
Oh my God.
It's in your blood.
But like my cultural like
Landscape.
vibes.
Yeah.
My cultural vibes
Yeah.
have been mostly like I'm an American, I'm just like some white dude, essentially. I'm some fucking nerd and I drink Mountain Dew.
Like a white guy.
I walk on the beach.
You let dogs kiss you on the inside of your mouth?
Yeah, I let dogs kiss me on the inside of the mouth. And I enjoy Starbucks coffee from time to time.
You're always saying shit like, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. And also in Target, the music playing in Target, I'll be like, that's a good fucking song.
You always have Oakleys on the back of your hat.
Yeah, but this was my growth, my growth as a young boy. My parents, they were always like, if you act Mexican, you're not going to get jobs that are good.
That's what ICE wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
ICE wanted
baby.
your parents to think like that.
And and so exactly.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to like assimilate as this American and be American.
Dude, I love how this whole story is leading up to how you had diarrhea.
I had diarrhea all day yesterday. And so I kind of like I never learned how to speak Spanish, and it's a shameful thing inside of me.
Yeah.
And my brain's just fucked up, and it's hard for me to like, I think you get to a certain age and it's harder to learn like a language, like a completely different language.
That's right.
And you can put the work in and get close. Go ahead, man. Can you explain that?
Tonight at 9, when a bear attacks your aunt in the middle of Candlestick Park.
Maybe stop going camping. So and so I kind of like fought against the cultural thing for like a long time.
Yeah.
And then I got to an age where I was like, I need to be proud of my ancestors.
I need to eat spicy stuff. I need to eat a tahini.
Yeah, I need to eat spicy stuff. I need to say things like "Cómo está?"
¿Cómo están?
Muy bien, ¿y usted?
¿Cuánto cuesta?
¿Qué tal, carnal?
¿Qué pasó, carnal?
¿Qué pasó, carnal?
You need to stop saying chipotle.
Stop saying chipotle. Stop saying jalapeno. That's the one that white people say.
Can we get the jalapeno poppers? My wife. So you had some spicy stuff at Dietary.
Yeah, I've been building it up, and now, dude, I'm fucking telling you, brother.
Yeah.
You buy those bottles of siracha, which are not cheap anymore.
Not
Kevin,
since the shortage.
Who's that?
Do you remember the shortage?
crank it up.
Yes.
I do remember the shortage,
do.
and then
I had to buy the fucking Tabasco brand.
you had to buy the
Yeah.
farm.
Sriracha,
It's like I had to eat paint.
which was damn near the same as paint.
Paint can be a little spicy, I guess.
So how'd you get diarrhea?
So I don't know, man. Like, cause I'm trying to narrow it down. Cause how
Dude,
does
I love how you're like, all the stuff I just talked about for 20 minutes, probably not that.
Well, because here's where I'm going with this. So I usually eat kind of the same shit. Like, my girlfriend and I like cooking at home, throw some rice in a rice cooker, get some Trader Joe's orange chicken, Trader Joe's turco chicken, put it on top. There's your meal, brother. Maybe chop up some Spam, put a little furikake on there.
Starting to see where the diarrhea is coming from.
No
Single
way, man.
A vegetable with fiber.
Yeah, it's all the stuff that you said.
That's not. I'm like, I have a list.
Of
okay.
what's destroying your colon.
And and I'm telling you, man, we'll put broccoli in the air fryer. And we'll put a little oil and pepper on it.
Fry
and
it
then you
up.
got some crispy broccolis.
Broccoloid.
Kind of, yeah.
And then, and so, and we got green beans in there. We're covering most of the food groups, okay? And I don't stray too much from it, man. Like, we're pretty easy. Sometimes it'll be late at night, girlfriend comes home from her boyfriend, and I'm like, wait, are you hungry?
You want a triple decker peanut butter jelly pizza?
You ate already? Or... And I'll throw a quesadilla on the burner. I'll put a tortilla down and sprinkle some shredded cheese.
Yeah,
We got some Slap Ya Mama spice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The what do you call that stuff?
Some spice.
Well, there's a different name.
Hot sauce.
It's almost like a powder.
Seasoning.
It's like seasoning. Thank you. God damn.
The white guy says seasoning.
Your town.
Yeah. Good point, James. Thank you. Hear me out.
So we'll cook up a quesadilla, whatever, pretty random, normal stuff, and sometimes we'll eat out, get a pizza pie, yeah, pussy, ribs,
Popeyes, pussy, Trader Joe's
brand pussy.
And this is all adding up to how you had diarrhea.
So I'm telling you, I don't deviate really from what I'm doing, but when we have the boys over on the weekend, I'm telling you, man, we are garbage disposals.
Right.
We eat fucking garbage trash.
Right.
And so I'm trying to figure out, like, do you know at this point in your life, like, how quickly shit goes through your body if your body's like,
Yeah.
Do you know if it's something you ate the night before, the day before, or literally that morning?
I could usually trace it back.
Because
I think it's more urgent when it's like you have a bad reaction, you can kind of trace it back.
Yeah, and so I just could. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. What is it?
Hey, James here. Was it just looser than normal, or did it come from? Did you feel?
He said this was like all day
Dude,
diarrhea
it-
tethered
What
to
I'm
the
saying.
toilet.
It was
It was like an urgent.
it was
where you
real
sweat.
bad. It was sweaty,
cold
bad.
sweat, like almost
Yes.
like losing it.
Yes, dude.
That's probably like a reaction, like either an allergic reaction or a little bit of food poisoning.
But I wonder what from. Because I'm like, and how many
you
days?
know.
Run down all the list of stuff you got.
Okay.
Spam,
Cookies.
orange chicken,
Jelly beans.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's farts. 2 cheeseburgers. Smash.
Swinny
Smash burgers.
Seeny soap.
I sucked a few micro machines out of my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then, what else do we have here? I ate a little bit of toothpaste because I was like, oh,
Because you want to keep bugs out of
I
your
was
stuff.
feeling hungry.
You
and
ate a lot of bad stuff this weekend
Well,
and you had diarrhea. I don't really see... This isn't like a true crime podcast.
But see, the thing is like, it's not... It wasn't like beyond what a normal thing. And
You
like,
just... Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's go step by step.
Okay.
Day by day. You just said you don't usually deviate. Then the boys come over and everything goes to hell.
But-
You become garbage. You said.
I know, but
You said.
I did said, Your Honor.
I can't get a bar.
But this was yesterday?
This was yesterday.
Okay, so that's 2 days out from the weekend.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
that's what I'm saying because
you said-
That's what I'm hearing.
And the thing is like I know that the eating like garbage boys is an interesting detail. It's a bullet point for sure, but that's not how my digestion works. You know, like when something's bad, it like I'm telling you, dude, Mike. I'm telling you, dude. Sometimes, and I don't know if this is just because maybe my body's falling apart. Maybe my body's not okay. Maybe it's time for a full checkup from a doctor. Haven't been to a doctor in 7 years.
Yeah.
No blood work. Nothing. No blood pressure stuff. Just,
Steve actually doesn't have blood pressure.
I don't
Steve has
have
no
it.
blood. You ever stay at a house and you have to be directly underneath the shower to get any water?
Yes.
That's Steve's
my
blood.
If you cut me open, it would take 3 to 5 business days for blood.
You have to squeeze the blood out of Steve like a ketchup packet.
Yes, you do. And I like it.
It takes Skittles 72 hours to get out of your system.
Call me a masochist. Email my dad.
I dare you, dude.
Email him. Tell him I'm a masochist. Tell him I like
Steve's dad at AOL.com.
Tell him I love getting just about where my nipple's about to rip off. When my nipple feels like it's something's wrong inside, and there's nothing I can do about it but think about the life I had before. 2 fingers round the nip, get a tight grip, and you pull with all your might. There's the note. So,
That noise really tickled me at the end.
what even was it?
I don't know, but I liked somebody figuring out a harp.
So- hey man, I just got this harp. Give it a shot.
It's too big. It's like playing a room.
No, just play with it.
Okay. The first time.
Oh, you know what that means, dude?
first time
I
you touched
actually,
the harp.
this is crazy because, so I got a crazy. We'll be back. We'll be back. Okay, just keep us.
I don't know how you could have
bring
gotten
us back to
diarrhea.
the food. Okay, in a second here.
Also,
But-
I have 2 pages of observations.
So I got something in the mail this weekend. Do you remember Swirdlow,
yeah. The
wizard?
Yeah.
So he went to the convention to meet
In El Segundo.
in El Segundo, hang out with all these other wizards and stuff.
And Merlin. He was
Merlin.
excited.
And I hadn't heard from him, and I figured, like whatever, he's busy, because that's an exciting time.
Well, he's traveling a lot. I don't know how fast they travel. Do wizards fly around?
They totally fly around.
So here to El Segundo in Wizard is what? You just have to think that you're there?
Because I think they even have portals and stuff.
Sure.
It's a whole wizard thing.
You have
know?
to catch a portal in a specific place, like a train stop?
I don't know, actually. We could ask him next time he's
Where's
on.
the portal to El Segundo from Sherman Oaks?
Well, we're not supposed to know, actually.
Oh,
Because
okay,
we're
never mind.
like, we're regular folks.
They should tell us. We can't use it.
Because, the thing is, though, is like,
James said he knows.
Here's the thing. I start using it. You start using it.
I will definitely use it. Yeah.
James start using it. Next thing you know, his hipster fucking fuck up friends know about it.
He comes out with 2
My
fedoras
asshole
on.
friends know about it. The bitches that are trying to hook up with my big fat ass know about it. And then the next thing you know, everybody's using it. And then what's that all about?
There's
And
a
the
hoe
Wizards don't
train
want
coming
that.
out of El Segundo portal.
Wouldn't you want to keep the portal to yourself?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It's one of those things where it's like put in the work, go to the wizard school,
Put in the work.
get it, become a wizard.
You don't have to be born a wizard.
No, you could go and do it. Yeah, you can go do it. I think you have there's something, there's an attunage.
Yeah.
Check that word out.
You're a tunage.
So anyway, I got something in the mail,
Yeah.
and it was an envelope, and inside there was a little note, and it said, "Please keep me safe." And inside was this. I think this is Swirdlow, and something went wrong.
You think?
I think this is... Do you see this? I have him in my pocket right now.
So what Steve is holding in his hand is obviously a miniature Swerllo.
I think this is Swirdlow.
What? Did he tell you what happened?
No, it just said...
But he
"Please
was
keep
able
me
to
safe."
write a letter?
Maybe he had time.
Okay, this is unbelievable.
Something went wrong. Will you please be careful? Please.
Swerllo
What do you got? You
somehow...
have COVID? Don't give it to him.
Does he have diarrhea?
Maybe that's why I have diarrhea. Careful. He's hot, too. It's hot.
So, what do you think
piping hot.
happened?
I think something happened. He's trapped in a tiny form.
You think he got wasted and got into a fight at the wizard
maybe
thing?
shit went down. Yeah.
And somebody cursed him with being the size of a quarter?
Well, he said, "Please keep me safe." So I don't know what that means. And if there's anybody out there that's watching this, listening to this, and knows stuff about wizards,
Did he mail himself
he
back?
mailed himself to me, which is wild.
Damn, dude.
Anyway, so I just reached in my pocket and felt it. So we'll come back to the food thing now too, but I'm assuming he'll be fine.
based on
I'm assuming he'll be fine.
Okay, well, all the best to you, bud. How do we keep that thing
I don't know.
safe?
I think keep it away from animals.
Keep him close to the edge of the table, you
Keep
think?
him as close to the edge of the table as possible. Careful.
I'm
you can
nervous.
feel something like when you get close, so you can feel a little heat.
What's he doing with his hand there?
I don't know. He must have just been. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. And I don't have all the answers. I just have a note that's written in beautiful calligraphy that had a nice wax seal on it.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say?
I tried this already. I put him right in.
He looks too small to make sound.
I put him in my ear and I was like, "Yell at me. Give me an ah." He's got nothing. So I don't know. Maybe we need to see another wizard.
We need to see a wizard
I
about
feel like
this.
there would be more information, more important information, if there was some way to do something about this. But just keep me safe.
Yeah.
Signed, Swirdlow the Wise.
I think I know what to do about this.
What do you mean? What is it?
I think maybe after the ad break we can fix this.
Okay.
We could at least get him some help.
Okay.
Remind me of that, James.
Yep.
James is in the bathroom. In his mind, he's in the bathroom.
So anyway, I gotta tell you, brother, sometimes when I eat stuff that like, and I don't know, maybe this is just me. I hope some other people can relate to this.
Uh-huh.
But sorry if this is gross and TMI. But I'll have something for breakfast. Okay? And it's, something different, new, whatever. Maybe it's the same. Who knows? But I'll have something for breakfast. And an hour later, I've got something's wrong with my guts.
How many Slim Jims did you have for breakfast?
16. But I use a fork and a knife.
Right. Yeah, like a civilized.
And I chew like 40 times. Like the doctors say.
I've always known you to make sure that you chew 4 times. We've asked you to stop. It's
I know.
intolerable.
It's like gone by the
I
time
said
I
you
get
don't
to
have to do it out loud.
Well,
you don't
but it
have
helps
to.
my stomach. But I'll tell tell you, dude. Sometimes I eat something and it will be an hour, man. I'm telling you, 1 hour, and I'm on the toilet and I'm blasting off. I'm making waves. Whoa, is he flying or you're doing that?
We were doing a joke. We were trying to.
I'm worried about him, but I'm not that worried about him because he's a wizard. So they can take care of themselves. And I'll look in my poop, dude, because sometimes you gotta look at your poop. Yeah. You look at your poop. Yeah.
How are you supposed to know if you like it?
How are you supposed to know if you're good, if you liked it?
How are you supposed to know you pooped?
If it felt real good, don't you want to see what made it feel good?
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels real good, and you're like, damn, I gotta see what made me feel so good. And I'll look in the poop and I'll see what I have eaten.
Yeah. 2 scoops up, like the Raisin Bran son. I got 2 spoons.
I get 2 scoops just like the cereal box.
Yeah.
Into my poop.
I put it on the counter to see.
Take them to the lab. And so, listen, I'm sorry, but I'll look at my poop and I'll see some stuff I just ate in there.
That's right.
And I'm like, dude, does that mean this fucking thing went straight to my butthole from breakfast?
Not if it looks different. It looks different or the same.
No, it looks like there's stuff I had only at breakfast, only at McDonald's
for a limited
time in my toilet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is spinach from my omelet that had spinach in it, because I didn't eat spinach yesterday. I didn't eat spinach the day before. And I'm telling you, man, I'll see it in there. And so I'm thinking my digestive system sometimes is just like, nope. And I don't know how relatable that is, Like, has that ever happened to you?
Yeah.
You've seen stuff you just ate in your poop and you're like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
usually it's things where, like corn, for example.
Well, what about spinach?
Spinach is a strange one.
That's what I'm
Spinach is
saying.
extremely easily digestible. What I would put money on is that you don't have enough fiber in your diet.
What are things that have fiber? Let's talk about it.
A lot of vegetables.
Okay.
Why did you guys say it at the same time?
Never touch the stuff. But this isn't all the time. So what I'm saying, so the connection to all of this is
what
that
if we put a GoPro on you? You go to the doctor.
that's a great idea. I just don't know what that's doing to him. I don't know what's that's doing to him. And so what I'm trying to say is that
you have diarrhea.
There's a chance that it's something I ate like the night before, because I think if it was 2 days ago or whatever, why would it take 2 or 3 days to make me sick?
Because you're all backed up.
Maybe, I don't know, but I couldn't connect those dots. And then I was thinking,
do you want to know? I think that's an important question.
I do want to know, because I'm thinking, dude, it was miserable.
Yeah.
I live on the toilet now time in a very long time.
But I don't think it's so much of a murder mystery clue.
Was it mustard?
If you're like, I eat the same thing every day, one of 3 things, and then the guys come over and we eat trash for a weekend, I don't think you should be like wondering why you're.
But the trash was Sunday.
I think you're getting too caught up in semantics.
The last amount of trash I ate was Sunday, and then the sick was Tuesday. Could that happen?
Yeah, probably.
But the trash that I ate on Sunday is no different than the trash I've had other times the boys come around.
Okay, I give up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's hard to know, but I will say this. There was one new variable in this mix.
There was a micro machine in it.
There was a micro machine. It was a farm.
Garbage truck.
It was a garbage truck.
Farm to table, micro machine.
You couldn't do that because that man said, "Keep me safe," didn't he?
Well, I guess that's your problem.
Don't put him in the water. I'm scared. Now I'm gonna bring. This is where he's going now because I'm scared you're gonna take him and put him somewhere not safe. So anyway, and so here was the variable. You know those like those pinwheels, those Mexican ladies that
Doritos.
sell in those pinwheels.
They're called Doritos.
Well, I've only
They're called
for some
Doritos?
reason.
Pretty sure.
Well, my parents would call them chicharron, but chicharrones are fried pork skins.
And you just called them what?
I'm gonna look it up.
Well, I don't know. There might be
My
some.
Mexican
There's
homie
different
in
names
elementary
for that.
school, I would go to his house and he would like the bag with like
The bag with the pinwheel,
pinwheels,
the
and then
crunchy
you put
pinwheels.
tapatio on it.
You put tapatio and limon.
Pretty sure. Let's see.
And so I had a bag of that, and I shook it up with some limon and chili,
When is this?
some chapachillo. When
How-
did I do this?
How close to the diarrhea
I
was
did this Monday night.
What time Monday night?
I'd say it's like 2:30 a.m. No, it wasn't.
I
that.
can't
It wasn't
believe-
2:30 a.m.
Okay.
It was a little snack, and
Late at night?
no. It was like 7:45, 8 o'clock.
Okay, you're not really supposed to eat after like.
That's true.
5
That's
or
a good
6.
point. But you know, as my girl came home.
I'm not here for the excuses. I'm just here for. I think all of these are contributing factors.
The chicharrones.
I don't know why they're called chicharrones, but that's what my parents called them. But it's basically like little pasta wheels, and you throw them in a fryer, and they get all like. And Matt and I were at Vaughn's, and there's like a 2-for-1 bags of those, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna make me some chilito chicharrones. I'm gonna feed them to all my friends. It's gonna be delicious. My girlfriend and I ate a metric fuck ton of them, and the next day, I was ripping ass.
Yeah.
Blasting liquid fire out of my butthole, right into the toilet, right onto the bed, right onto the cat, out the window, into the sea. At least it's feeding the fishes.
Chum.
It was chum, dude, but I was fucking miserable. It sucked, bro.
Yeah.
It sucked real bad.
Yeah.
And I was feeling this burn, and I'm telling you, dude, it reminded me of those little chicharrones, and I was like, maybe the fucking chicharrones fucked me up. But I asked my girlfriend, and she was fine, and she ate more than I did. So you tell me what the truth.
We should have a doctor on as a guest.
Let's have a doctor on. All right, let's do some ads. Son of a bitch, dude. I'm never gonna find out, and fuck me, right?
You have no idea what could have done it. Still,
I think
you're like, I can't believe this happened to me, an innocent person.
my brain's guess is the chicharrones,
Okay.
but man, it fucked me up real
Is there
bad.
anything else that hasn't been added to the story yet? Because
Well,
chicharrones
okay.
are new character
They
that
were
just
new
got
characters,
introduced.
yeah. And I'll tell you, I mean,
Did you eat nails at 4:30 in the morning?
I ate 4 cigarettes.
Yeah.
I just ate them.
Just from the beach?
Yeah, I didn't light them up or nothing. Guys, I want to thank HeadGum. I want to thank Leah, Corey, Josh. Leah, Corey, Josh.
Leah, Corey, Josh. Leah, Corey, Josh. Leah, Corey, Josh.
I'm saying.
Leah, Corey, Josh.
I'm talking.
Leah, Corey, Josh. Leah, Corey, Josh,
You're
James.
walking around and you thinking about some friends,
Corey,
and you're
Josh.
thinking Leah, Corey, and also Josh, and you
Josh.
get up out of bed, and you're trying to jack off before you
Leah.
gotta go to work. Gotta go to work.
Leah,
I'm
Corey,
thinking
Josh.
Leah, Corey, Josh. Leah, Corey, Josh. I'm saying Leah, Corey, Josh. Leah, Corey, Josh. And also James. And also James. And also Leah, Corey, Josh, and James. Josh, Leah, Corey, Josh. Hey guys, I had to pop in here really quick to tell you all about Squarespace. Now, we've talked about Squarespace on this show quite a bit. We love the site. MikeFalzone.com is a Squarespace website, I'll have you know, and you can check that out and see how fancy and good it is. And listen, you don't have to just hope and wonder and dream. You can go to squarespace.com/banter, try out that trial, give it a shot. When you love it, and we know you will because you're there to start a website, you want to look like a professional, you want to show off your art, your stuff, then you use the code BANTER at checkout for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's right, Squarespace. We're talking the ability to have links, pictures, videos. You can have your own e-commerce area, sell stuff, whatever. Just anything you've seen a really good website do, Squarespace can do it and even better. So, one more time, that's squarespace.com/banter for the free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use that offer code BANTER for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you, Squarespace. Guys, I gotta tell you, there's little to nothing better than getting a good night's sleep and sleeping on a very comfortable mattress. And that's where Lisa comes in, because I'm telling you what, guys, I sleep on this amazing Lisa mattress, and it's incredible. It's the best sleep I've gotten in my entire life, and I'm not even joking. And Lisa has a lineup of beautifully crafted mattresses tailored to how you sleep, not just how some other bum sleeps. This is all about you this time, and we're talking about luxury without the luxury price tag, guys. And each mattress is designed with specific sleep positions and feel preferences in mind. From night one, you'll feel the difference. We're talking premium materials that deliver serious comfort and full body support no matter how you sleep. And guys, Lisa isn't just about sleep, it's about impact. They donate thousands of mattresses each year to those in need, while also partnering with organizations like Clean Hub to help remove harmful plastic waste from our oceans. Dude, I can get way behind that. So, go to lisa.com for the 4th of July sale. That's happening right now, all the way to July 7th. You can get 30% off mattresses. You got all the way until the 7th to get 30% off mattresses at lisa.com, Leesa.com. Get in on that 4th of July sale today. You have until the 7th to get 30% off these amazing mattresses. Plus, you'll get an extra $50 off with the promo code BANTER, and that's exclusive for our listeners on this show, guys. So get all these crazy discounts, these offers. Go to lisa.com, Leesa.com. Use that promo code BANTER for an extra 50% off. Plus, for the 4th of July sale, you get 30% off until July 7th and 25% off starting July 8th all the way to July 28th. So you got time, but you better hurry if you want those amazing savings. So thank you, lisa.com. And thank you, Lisa. And now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Dynamic Banter. I'd like to remind everyone that I have a half-hour special on 800-pound gorilla available for free on the 800-pound gorilla YouTube channel right now.
I'm the Joker, baby.
That's right, he is. Steve, I was watching TikTok before you got here, and I was making notes of everything that made me upset.
Okay, I would love to hear it.
And then I have one thing that made me really happy.
Let's go,
Would you
brother.
like that first or last?
I'd like to build up to the thing that made you happy.
Okay. Let me write it down.
That's usually what it's like in my bedroom.
Describe what it's like in your bedroom.
Well, it's nice and clean, comfy. There's dirt everywhere.
Like beach sand or regular, like construction?
Just human dirt.
Got it. Okay, here's several things that annoyed me just this morning about TikTok. I put, people don't know how to start a conversation without enraging people anymore. And I don't know if people do this for clicks or what, but I was scrolling through and there was a TikTok from a girl who was like, it's all very meticulous. The title of the video was something like, this is just for like the good guys, or the quote good guy. You know how it's like cringy when people refer to themselves as like a good guy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, if you're not a good guy, keep scrolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was like, if women just took over tomorrow, would you let them? But the way it was teed up is like, okay, I got a question for all the good guys.
If you're so good.
Like it's like that could be such a productive, positive conversation, but they started it by like
antagonizing.
Right. Why do people do that?
It's totally for engagement, for sure.
Yeah, but do you even like care about the answer at that point? Or do you say something on TikTok that you know is going to be like, I have kind of a snarky thing to say?
Yeah.
Then you turn on the camera and then you're like, this is for TikTok.
Well, for me, there's a part of me that understands the tricks Because we know a lot of the tricks, like the clickbaity titles and the thumbnails,
Yeah.
and like things like that are like, and those tricks were something that just kind of everybody uses, and it's you know what it is what it is. If the content ends up being useful and good, then I kind of ignore the tricks.
But are there like what's the version of that conversation that like starts off without enraging people? You know,
I
it's
know,
like
then
why
you
do you
skip
have
it
to
anyway. Yeah.
If this is kind of what I'm saying, at the end of it all, was your plan to get a bunch of views on that video, or was your plan to be like
To spread some information,
if
have a
women
conversation,
take over,
yeah.
would you let them? Because you're already putting yourself behind the 8 ball, kind of like
Right.
poking the bear a little bit.
Right. You're coming in hot.
Which ultimately hurts the overall goal of like
Yeah.
people being nice to women.
But it's also so it's just like walking on eggshells talking about any of this kind of shit.
Right.
Because you're always going to have people coming in and doing shit and being angry about these conversations.
Right.
You know, I guess it's up to the viewer to decide whether they want to be enraged by this for some specific reason, or if they want to just, you know, take whatever they take from it and move on.
Yeah, see it for what it is and,
Yeah.
and go and scroll.
Yeah.
Not write it down in a little notebook and talk about it on the show.
Well, but obviously this affected you, so I want to know why.
It affected me because I, you know, we're obviously so divided and bad. Half the people didn't go to my boy's birthday party, which was fucked. You're going to go see Chapel Roans at Lollapalooza, but you're not going to come see my boy
You get a
party.
chaperone. That little, you gonna go see that little doll?
But sometimes I'm like,
She looks like a little doll.
does everyone just want their turn to be like snarky and upset, or do people really want to like make things better?
I know, it just feels like you're right. If you're trying to really have a good conversation, you probably don't want to antagonize right away.
Yeah.
It's called rage baiting.
Rage
rage
baiting.
baiting,
That's the
isn't
one,
it?
James.
Now that-
Do you have experience with this?
No.
Okay.
What, you mean, like me doing it?
No, I mean like, do
Seeing
you
it?
Do you
Yeah.
participate
seeing
in
it?
rage?
You see it all
I
the
get
time.
rage baiting every goddamn Marvel Rivals, dude.
Fortnite.
All right, so James is upset.
I get rage baited every night on fucking Pornhub, dude.
Hell yeah,
I'm
dude.
fucking pissed.
Don't read the. We tell you not to read the comments. Okay, so that was the first thing that made me upset, was just that general thing. Second thing is people who use the phrase "this current landscape," and they're not talking about landscapes. There was a TikTok I saw about a guy talking about the new Wes Anderson movie,
Yeah.
and talking about why he didn't think it was popular, and he kept using the phrase "in this current landscape," and I'm like, you know nothing, piece of shit.
You're right,
just
it's like a
made me-
buzzword.
Somebody said something about, I don't know if it was Tim Dillon. Somebody said something about the internet is filled with like unintellectual nerds.
Yeah.
That somebody very specific said it, and I can't attribute it to the
Sounds
right
like a Bill
place.
Burr kind of thing.
But there, yeah. And they said everyone wants to be a nerd about something, but no one like knows enough about the thing. They just know enough to like cause an
Yeah.
argument about it. So I guess those are related.
It's parroting shit. Everyone's just repeating everything they've ever heard. And
Yes.
the current landscape is such a stupid...
It's like one of those like
Yeah.
buzz phrases.
Right.
It's like unprecedented.
You know what
Unprecedented
it's like?
times.
It's also like when someone's like, you ever have someone try to talk to you about something you know nothing about,
Yeah.
but they're nice enough that you want to just like give them the benefit of the doubt. Like someone was talking
When they
to me,
know about it, it's fun to listen to.
yeah.
When they don't know about it, you're like, this guy's talking at me about stars or whatever.
Right. But for me, it was like this person wanted to talk about, they went to like a Dodgers game or
Yeah,
something. It was
uh-huh.
just some like merchant I was talking to. And they were like, I went to this Dodgers game. It's so good.
Dude,
Did you
such
see?
an old English thing to call
The
some
merchant.
merchant. I threw a
old-
bag of coins at this man.
But they were like trying to talk about this Dodgers game, and they were like, they just assumed I knew exactly what they were talking about, but I don't know fucking shit about baseball.
Right,
So I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely, the big game. You know, I can't believe what a play. But saying what a play about some game is the same as saying like this current landscape. You know, the current landscape.
You're saying it kind of works to
It feels-
continue the
Yeah,
conversation.
it makes someone think you kind of know
Sure.
what they're talking
filler.
about, but you don't
Filler,
need
yeah.
to have any other follow up.
Dude, it's cooler. It's a way cooler conversation if you're like, I don't really watch baseball, but you seem very excited about
Yeah.
it. So like, explain to me what happened. And 9 times out of 10, that person will be like, nah, it'll take too
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
And then you don't have to have that conversation.
Or you're stuck there.
But if somebody, me and Heather have been talking recently about people who it's interesting to hear about. That's why I can listen to certain autistic people for a long time. I pulled over and I talked to one of my friends about license plates for like an hour and a half.
Whoa.
And he several times was like, you could leave whenever this gets uninteresting. And I said, I'm legitimately locked in.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love being locked in.
Half of my TikTok feed is just people being autistic and happy about stuff. Here's the other thing I saw on TikTok that made me upset. Most of the ads for the TikTok shop, because somebody will pop on, some dude who was like a regular dude yesterday who had a video blow up because he painted his house or something like that.
Is suddenly selling TikTok shop
Says
shit.
stuff like, you've never seen anything like this before in your life. And then, yes, we have, because it's a Bluetooth speaker.
But this one's waterproof. Yeah.
This
so
one
is
comes
mine.
in 2 parts. You can put it over here and over here. And then you've never seen anything like that. Fuck my ass about it. I don't want that. We've seen every type of Bluetooth speaker.
We have seen every type of fucking Bluetooth.
Thank you,
You're
dude.
Right. You're right. I agree with that.
Then this other guy was selling like a, either an air fryer or something that like diced potatoes so you can make chips. And he goes, you mean to tell me I can make non-processed chips in the air fryer? Just cut them up, add the seasoning, add them in the air fryer, and you're good to go. And then I said, which guy am I talking to? Do you mean to tell me you're telling me this for the first time and the guy who knows the process? Be 2 different guys. Spread the lines out.
You're right.
Did you not want to split the $30 you were going to get for that ad with some AI voice of your wife? Literally anyone else.
Or just you in a wig shot in the opposite
You in the
angle.
wig be confusing guy. You be guy who knows how to put the seasoning on.
When your wig is on, you don't know. When the wig is off, you know.
I absolutely hated that.
You know what it is? It's people that think they can do commercials when in reality there's like a lot of work that goes into what makes a commercial like good.
And then the people who want to sell the obviously 25-cent to make potato skinners
for $9.99
are like, just put a voice and a pulse behind it and literally give them a fraction of a cent so they feel like they're doing something. And then you do the TikTok ad because you painted your house yesterday. You got 1 million views and you're like, my life is about to fucking change. I'm air fryer seller guy from now on, and we're gonna build an even bigger house I gotta paint. And the views keep coming.
We're gonna build a bigger air fryer.
But really, people only like the video. They didn't give a fuck about how you painted, but your pants were down. You didn't know it.
Right. See,
Your
but
bulge was huge.
that's a better way to do a commercial, I think.
Yeah.
Something that really fools you, not easy shit.
And then I have a section called overall notes, which are not TikTok related, and one more positive TikTok related thing.
Okay.
Here's the positive TikTok related thing. I'm all in when a kid starts a sentence with listen.
A kid. Like, listen. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll listen. I'll listen to a kid.
I think that there's few things funnier than that.
Yeah.
Little toddlers starting a sentence with listen. I think that's great.
That's good.
Overall notes. If you live in SoCal and you don't tip the taco spot, you are racist.
Yes.
You are same as ICE.
Yes. Agreed.
I went to a military parade for Trump's birthday and sucked off a bunch of dudes in Vita Fitness like it was Pride.
You're real proud of that one.
I just wanted to write it down.
You didn't want to forget. That's an easy to forget one.
While I was at my friend's parade, there were protests happening in Los Angeles.
Really? What was that about?
Well, they set Waymos on fire, Steve.
Those robots?
They set Did you see the pictures?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Them setting these Waymo cars on fire?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. And people are like, don't breathe in those fumes. And I'm like, fuck you, you bitch.
People try to make
Bitch.
such a big
Don't
deal
tell me
out
what
of
to
that.
not breathe in. I don't want to breathe you in. Get
Those
outta
were
here.
like the pictures that circulated when they were like, LA is fucking out of control. They're
Yeah.
lighting up the Waymos. Literally every other piece of property being destroyed would be worse
would matter more. Yeah.
than Waymos.
Yeah. They destroyed that piece of equipment that had no living organic thing in it.
Dude, all the people...
It's also not a person's personal property.
It's
No,
it's a
just
company's
an
property.
empty car that
Right.
belongs to a massive corporation.
An empty car that took a human being's job. All the people from
fuck them.
all the people from all around the country who are like, the robots are taking our fucking jobs. Are like,
pissed off
they're
the
lighting the Waymo's on fire.
And not only that, they have an amount of their product that they know will like fuck up.
They got like 6 Waymos.
There's a loss. There's a loss that they take as a company with the product. Something might happen. It might
They
get
probably
into a
got
wreck.
paid. They probably didn't even lose money. They
This is
probably
bullshit,
gained
dude.
money.
This is all smoke screens.
Big Waymo is starting riots.
Dude, what are they trying? And now Trump wants to send more military people to Los Angeles, and I'm like, what for?
I think there's good robots on both sides.
You want him to come try fucking French fries with carnitas in it? Is that
You
why
want-
you want the military? The military hasn't tried that. Come to LA and try some fucking.
We've trained the outside of our soldiers. Now let's train the inside.
That's right. They need to also try a burrito with French fries in it.
Dude, so the pictures that kept circulating of the Waymos are what caused the rest of the country to be like there are riots
Breaks
in
my
LA.
heart. It breaks my heart.
And now, since lighting the Waymo on fire is so funny, I wondered if they meant to say riot like in the bad way or riot like, yeah, look how funny this is.
It's a laugh riot.
And then everyone took it the wrong way.
There's riots.
Dude, this next picture is a riot, and then it's somebody sitting on top of a
That's
big
a
Waymo.
riot. Yeah.
That's a fucking riot. Fuck those fucks.
People are stupid as fuck, man.
So then, after all of this, I'm like, between all this stuff, I can make a really good government employee. I should have a spot in the cabinet
Oh, interesting.
because I
What's
know
your
how to
pitch
make
here?
money and divide people at the same time. Here's what we do. We take all these companies that are, that company sponsored the parade that's like collecting everyone's data.
Starlink or
No,
something. Here's a
it
one.
starts with a P.
Palantir.
Palantir has like everyone's data. If we
Actually,
want
a
to,
really, really big bad thing that's happening.
Wait,
yeah,
is it named after
they
the
sponsored
fucking
the
Lord of
military parade.
But it's named after the Lord of the Rings thing?
Yes.
Palantir?
Yes, literally the looking glass.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Where like if you touch it,
about
it
it.
like knows where you are and shit.
So
Why
here-
would you name it after an evil thing?
Whoa!
Why would evil people call the evil thing an evil thing?
See, I think it's really nice people doing it that made a mistake and accidentally named it an evil thing. No. So here's what we do. So I want to sell. You could buy people's mute list. I think that's how you
and
make
find out
money.
what they're trying to mute.
Make money and divide start a fight with every group of friends ever. You sell, you say, I'll pay $25 for Steve's mute list.
And then you get to come tell me that I have.
And I'm like, whoa, for
look
real?
what's- I can't believe you muted Kamala Harris?
Yeah, and that's how the war starts.
What the
You
fuck?
muted Black Lives Matter?
Do you think you were just born inside of a coconut tree?
Why did you mute LGBTQ plus? That doesn't make any sense. That
Why'd
doesn't
you do
work for
that?
me.
Why'd you mute all these huge brands during Pride Month?
Why did you mute Ronald McDonald House?
Share the kids share.
Because they were driving me crazy with these fucking kids all over my timeline.
I can't look at one more kid, but I do want to follow him.
I can't get over naming something evil. Like, we need to get something that everyone... We need to start a new banking app called Hitler. All right. What do we got? So James is... Guys, this is a new important part of the show.
This is the ad.
James found some cool TikToks, and he wants to share them with us and make us laugh, maybe.
I love it.
We got a real kind of thing going on
Now we got a whole lot of TikToks to watch.
Oh, actually, do you have another audio thing? Because I can plug it right into here. Type shit.
We could plug it into this,
Wait, no, here.
and then we could run the iPad through the pedal. What do you think about that?
I mean, sure.
You know what I mean? Because then it's less work for
Give me, this is a good idea.
All right, so I'm gonna.
Scaboo daboo bow.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna put this here.
Skip and dap and pow dow. Skeep ba 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 boo bow bow. Is that working? I'm getting signal, and it's big.
Shh, it's big signals coming through. You guys hearing it?
No. What's that? Is that this?
Nope.
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
Got
Okay.
it.
We ready?
Yeah. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. This is fuck music. Jolene, Jolene,
Is this crazy sound?
Jolene, Jolene. This guy can't be serious. Is this serious?
Bro.
Is he serious?
Next.
Dude, I like that a lot.
So
that was great.
that's actually a banger. 100% hit out of the park.
Well, I don't know about. I don't know.
Masturbate inside me, daddy. Suck on my pussy lips. Get me pregnant, daddy.
You swipe to braid on my pics on
Dog,
Tinder,
that man
and
is
I loved it,
huge.
baby. It wasn't a fucking bragger.
Masturbate.
But that was it.
What?
I thought he was getting fired up.
I want to know the series of things you click on to get that fed to you at some point.
See, I like to think it's God.
God does your
The
algorithm.
God in the
He
machine.
just knows.
Elon
Divine
Musk, you mean.
machinery.
Divine machineries.
And then we've got an absolute fucking freak coming up. Now this guy, I think it's worthwhile to maybe we want to do in the future a deep dive on this
Okay,
guy, but
sure.
we'll do a little teaser of it for today.
Yeah.
His name is Flesh God.
Okay.
Raw, rotten cow brains. Just decided to get rid of some of my high meat, some of my rotten meat in the fridge. And these are brains that have been sitting in my fridge maybe 2 months, rotten.
Oh, Jesus. What the fuck?
Cow brains? With like a label like from the store?
And raw
Don't focus on the flavor. That's the best thing.
Oh, God. What are we doing? What is that?
cow brains, rotten.
I was still a little hungry after eating that cannibal sandwich, and I said, you know what, let me fill in some cholesterol. Cholesterol, by the way, is the building block of testosterone. You can't make testosterone without cholesterol. And brain has about... it has so crazy amounts of cholesterol. So the higher cholesterol you eat as a man, the better. Even as a woman, cholesterol is a very important
Even
hormonal,
women can eat brains.
thing.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, this is nasty.
I can't.
Hold on. There's a couple things about that I can't get over. Can you like buy brains
Yeah.
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 from America?
Yeah. They're so in Mexico,
Looking like Donald Trump and saying it like a Mexican guy. In Mexico, you buy brains.
you ever seen a Vallarta?
Yes.
Yeah.
You could get cabeza. They call it cabeza.
They call it cabeza.
They do call it cabeza.
You can get brains in the Mexican market.
Dude, if you go you could go to Vallarta right now, or some other Mexican supermarket,
insane.
and I'm telling
It's an
you,
insane choice.
you could walk to where the meats are, and
Yeah.
you got tripas, which is intestines,
Right.
Yeah.
stomach lining, lengua, which is tongue,
Language.
cow tongue, and cabeza. And I'm telling you guys, we're talking about not wasting all the animal, okay?
Yeah.
And maybe we're having brains for dinner.
No, totally, but you're not eating
We're not eating
raw.
rotten raw.
Exactly. So it's not about eating brains, because for sure, do that. But
For sure, eat brains within the
My guy's on
window.
this fucking zombie shit, dude.
Why is he eating dead brains?
I think he has a severe mental illness.
Why would you do all that but not comb your beard?
That's. But also, like, what kind of diarrhea does that guy have a whole day long?
You think you had diarrhea? That
Call
guy's
back.
Right? That's
absolutely fucking fucked. Now that's how you tie up a story.
Guys, I want to thank you all so much for listening to today's show. James, thank you for sharing that disgusting trash
Thank you, James.
with us. James has a bunch of... So James has been collecting a bunch of TikToks and stuff to show us. And I love that idea as a fun gag. I don't think any other show's doing this. So I think it'd be really fun to watch stuff and react to it.
We said, how do we get even more individual on this show? We do our version of what the other shows are doing.
That's right, absolutely. So James, thank you so much for bringing that in, buddy.
Next week, I'm going to have AI eat me out.
What do you think about the Jolene?
I think
You
that...
cut up the words like that?
Dude, here's what I liked about the late 90s, early 2000s. If you were bad at something, people would tell you before you let 1,000 people see it. And
That's
I miss
true.
that.
That's true, but you know what, man? There was even this show called Anybody here with me on this? There's a show called The Gong Show. Remember this? Help me,
Yeah.
Dad.
You used to be able to get $150 for people to tell you in front of thousands of people that you weren't good. I'm just saying, everyone has a phone. Everyone has more technology in their pocket than filmmakers did
right.
for years.
But people want to see fuck ups, and people want to see. We gotta get Swerllo back in action soon.
I miss
but people
him.
like seeing fuck ups. People
Oh,
like
we
seeing
can help
fuck-ups.
Swerllo,
How?
by the way.
Oh, obviously. Oh shit, we got a special guest. Look who it is.
Woo, woo!
Hold on.
Warning, hide your minge. You seen that one?
What's wrong with your
You
shirt?
seen that one on
Can I
Tik
help you
Toks?
out here?
Yeah.
I can see your
I had a
arm.
long night.
James, can you help him out?
I had a long night.
James?
Dr. Brandel Feltmouth
James?
reporting for
Can
duty.
you help him?
Help me out, Jane.
Oh, here he is.
Steve, good to see you.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I need
Steve, good to see you. Dr. Randall Feltmouth here to help you
Just
out.
help him with his shirt here. Will you, James?
Steve,
James?
Jane, Kevin,
He needs, do you see here?
Kevin.
He just needs a little. There she blows. Now
Now
you look
I'm
good.
fully
Where
in
you been-
uniform.
Where have you been sleeping these days?
Bench,
Which one? Bench.
bench, bus,
Car.
car, old dugout of high school
going
while
on?
the kid are out.
What happened to your apartment?
Well, she took it.
I get it, man. So I have a friend here. Wait, how? Mike thinks you can help me with my. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Mike thinks you can help me with my friend here.
Who's your friend?
This guy here.
Let me take a look.
This is Swirdlow the Wise. Careful. This is Swirdlow the Wise.
Oh, yeah, we got somebody get shrunked out.
He's shrunk and frozen.
Yeah, did he go, let me guess, did he go down to El Segundo this week, hang out with all the wizards?
Yes, he did. How did you know that?
Well, a lot of people have been getting shrunked out. We have literally thousands in one cell downtown.
So there was a drive-by shrinking.
Somebody thought it was funny to mix up a get big powder for your, how do you say, como se dice? You know when you go to the gas station, you get the big powder for your,
The stuff with the rhinoceros on the cover.
yeah, for your,
Your penis.
Kevin, what do you call it?
It's James. It's called a rhino pill.
Rhino
You
pill.
have to forgive him. He doesn't know you yet.
People were going down to El Segundo because a lot of people get fucked.
They were doing poppers. and
They were
stuff.
doing poppers. They were doing fuck out over there at WizardCon.
They were doing poppers. They were doing smallers, biggers.
Some joker, who may not have been me, by the way, replaced all the powder with magic power and make it little,
Why would
tiny
you
little.
But why is he frozen too? He can't talk to me or move.
Well, there was a couple milligrams of that stiff powder in with the get small powder.
I see.
So though he is small, he is hard as a rock down.
Oh wow, really?
What do you, Kevin?
Maybe that's where the heat is radiating from.
Yeah, he's hard as a rock.
So then, what do I got to do? Can you tell me what I got to do?
You gotta jack him off.
What?
Jack off your little friend
Oh,
there.
I'm not gonna do that. Wait, is that what he meant by take care of me?
Take care of me, please, like this. Like
What
he's
if-
in a sauna.
I'm not gonna jerk him off.
Have to. Can Kevin do it?
Does it make you gay if you jerk off a little tiny penis?
No, if you suck him off, yeah. Jerk off is just like a handshake that you
Wait
miss.
a minute, dude. Aren't you? Wait, don't you? Aren't
What?
you?
What?
A member of the LGBTQ plus
Yeah,
community?
uh-huh.
And you're
No W in that one.
you're
yeah.
a man,
Yeah.
And Swirdlow the Wise is also bisexual.
Yeah, but I'm not attracted to wizards.
Well, maybe you guys just need to have a little... Maybe you can help him. Maybe you can wink his little wanker.
No.
Why not?
Are you trying to proposition officer
Well,
of the
you
law?
seem to know what to do.
Oh, just because I'm gay guy, I have sex with other men? Just because I'm gay guy, I watch Wilbert Grace?
Am I in the wrong here?
Yes.
I am? So I shouldn't assume...
Let me guess, you got one other straight
Okay.
friend you could hook me up with.
Hold on here.
You piece of shit.
So
You don't do that to straight people. You're not like Jamie. You like The Office. You would love Dan.
I just need to say that I'm the straight guy here. You're the gay guy
Questionable. Let me see those nails.
here. You're saying there's no paint today.
I thought lighting those Wamos up was funny as fuck.
So I don't want to jerk off a wizard for Christmas. I don't want to give him little kisses. He's a guy and I'm a guy.
That was a HeadGum podcast.